welcome back to Inside the Solar Studio. We have been off the last 2 weeks. John posted a video on Wednesday and stated why we haven't been recording our Inside the Solar Studio or posting videos. We actually haven't even really been working that hard on eBay as well after his grandfather passed. We've just been shipping things out. I did notice in your video, I watched it, and you were talking about the estate sale that we went to and the books that we bought. And so I wanted to start by asking you a question. You had said that Gone with the Wind was such an impactful book. How did it impact your life?
Oh, no, not for me. Not for me. For other people. Not for me.
I've never read the book.
No.
I've only seen the movie. Oh my gosh, my voice. I did not like the movie growing up, probably because my sister loved it and we had nothing in common, so I just had to hate it. I haven't seen it as an adult, though.
Impactful book for some, I should have said. I am not some. Sorry.
No, but what's funny?
I love how you're trying to roast me right now. It's funny.
The video, what's funny, the angle of it, we have these Nintendo Power posters behind us. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it, because it's the Metroid one and the Rocketeer. They just look like, they don't look like they're Nintendo Power posters. I don't know what they look like, but they look like they could be
fine art.
Fine art. But they don't look like that in all our videos. You can tell that they are actually like video game related. But I was like, dang, in that one video where you can only see those two, it's pretty interesting. Okay, we'll get started with July sales because we missed that. And I did pull July 2023 as well, so we can compare and see how we did. In July 2024, we did a total of $27.39. That's pretty average for us for a summer month where we are not heavily listing. We're not really working that hard on eBay. We're just kind of letting it coast. Our average sale price was $40.68, which is actually pretty good. We sold about 65 to 69 items. In July 2023, our total sales were $27.66, so it was only $20 more, roughly $20 more, but our average sale price was $29.11. We sold over 30 more items in 2023 than we did in 2024, so we have actually been doing, like, that month was a really good one to show that we've done what we wanted to do, and that was raise our average sale price. So that we're working smarter, not harder. We're selling less items, but our average sale price is still up there. And yeah, we just needed to sell one more item. We sold 5 items over 100 this year, where last year we only sold 3. Our highest sale price in 2024 for July was $300. Do you know what it was in July of 2023?
$900.
It was $129 for a Nintendo 3DS XL system. I just wanted to see if you would know what it was. That seems like a really good price for that system. Has it gone up since then? I don't know. You'd probably have to see what the system was.
I don't know exactly which one it was.
So we were pretty... I feel pretty good with that. It was interesting to see how close it was. I did pull the numbers from 2020, the pandemic. We're not going to discuss that because we did really well during the pandemic and we had some really crazy sales, so we're not going to go over that.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. That sale was $900. Because we sold a alkaline water machine that was in the corner of a church cell.
In a disgusting bag full of
leaves and dead bugs. And I bought it. She questioned it, and I sold it for $900.
Yeah, so our July in 2020 was really good. We're not going to discuss it.
Oh, that's the other one.
Let's go over our highlights and our lowlights.
Okay, I get lowlights because that's all that matters is what I do.
Is I've tried to avoid doing the Nintendo games because I know they've been on our lowlight list for the past couple of months. But then the next ones, it's all watches.
So Well, one of these games we actually have sold twice because the person bought it stating it wasn't up to his standards, even though I listed it as its accurate condition. But a Monogon for the NES, it's absolutely a great game. It's got a blue cover on it. It's got a guy on it. I never played it. Second low, well, that was for $8.11. Our next lowest, which is tied for our lowest, was Pac-Man for the Nintendo at, you guessed it, $8.11. And then we sold a watch. Oh, this was part of a multi-watch deal. That's why we did it for this price. But this watch sold for $10. It was a Timex Expedition. He was purchasing it just to use for parts, and he had bought another watch, and I believe it was $39. So I guess it is a low, but it was attached to a more expensive watch.
That's true. That's true.
So, your low lights
Do you want
aren't
to
that
talk
low.
about the highlights too? Because they are all for you.
All for me?
Well, I can talk about the second one if you want. Because I do have notes written all on this sticky. Jeff's
Oh.
probably going to have no idea what my notes mean.
So the first one is a two-way mixer that we purchased at a garage sale. We actually purchased two of them. One was open, one was used. This is the new one. This is the Ashley two-way mixer. I had it listed for $400, I believe, because I didn't know, because used ones sell anywhere from like $180 to $220. So I listed it for $400 and turned on best offer, and this person actually used best offer correctly and made an offer of $300, which we had paid $2 for it, and we sold it. And it was the beginning of a separate project, which we're not talking about, but that is our highlight of the month. It sold for $300. I'll let you take the second, and I'll take the third.
We've already gotten positive feedback on it.
Yep.
Have we listed the used one yet? Probably not.
No.
But that's going to be a good sale when we do list it.
But like all of our stuff, it's right here. Where's my hand? It's right here, and I can list it at any time. But it's been in the same spot for 3 months.
And I do want to say, in Wednesday's video, you turned the camera around and you showed people what we get to stare at, the shelves. It actually doesn't look that bad.
I kept it high. Like the ceiling.
But when you turned the camera around, I was like, oh my gosh, he turned the camera around so
All of our
everyone can
secrets.
see.
All of our secrets. It's okay. Nobody really watches our videos.
Oh, don't say that for the people who do watch it.
Thanks to you.
The second highlight item is the minifigures from Lego set 43242, which is the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs set. That set sells for $220. That's what we bought it for. We had to open almost every single bag to pull out all of the minifigures, because I understand why Lego does it and they don't put all the minifigures in one bag. But we wanted to sell off the minifigures because we have no interest in keeping those Disney minifigures. We actually wanted Snow White's cottage for Middle Earth and for Beorn, and that's currently where it's sitting on the shelf with him. And
He is pleased. Beorn is pleased with his new house.
I had to watch so many videos to see how to pronounce it correctly.
He is thrilled. He's removed 7 beds because he doesn't need 7 beds. But yeah.
He doesn't need cute little shutters with hearts on them.
Nope.
Because he doesn't care.
Thank you, Lego, for making those sticker pieces and becoming cheap over time and not having printed pieces. Good job.
But those sold for $140.
Which,
so we got back a good chunk of our money. And
yeah.
we're happy with that.
And we bought it on
Double Point Day.
Day, and it benefits us in 100 different ways.
So that's just one of the ways that we resell to also fund our
other projects
and how we can benefit from it.
Yeah, because if Lego, you're watching, I don't need Beorn's house in a set anymore. I've got it covered.
You would still buy it.
Probably. But it would have to come with his like giant bear form, and that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
And then I guess this is our third highest highlight, and it is the Zelda Game Boy Advance, the Minish Cap. We sold it for $139.11. Mind you, that is box and manual and inserts only. That does not include the game. It was in fantastic shape. This was not the one where the guy asked us, 20 separate questions, wondering if it was as good as it really was. But this person received it and left positive feedback almost immediately. So that's when you know they're happy.
So now we will.
She's got a list of special topics for today to make up for our past videos where we haven't been. And then we're also going to go with what we're shipping.
Yeah, and right before we started this video, I really like these little tablets that you can erase, that LCD screen ones, and I erased it. So one of my topics is missing, and I can't remember what it was, but maybe we'll think of it. So obviously the last 2 weeks we have not been listing. We have gone through and removed some listings to edit the titles, tweak the price a little bit, relist them, and several of those items have sold immediately. So that's always good to go back through your listings and see why they haven't sold, especially if it's something that should have sold already. I know that this is not official. No way it's official, and no way it's ever been said. This is just what I personally believe based off of our experiences, and that is, even if you're not actively listing, you take a little time off to not list, you will still have sales, especially if you are buying from eBay. I feel like when you buy from eBay too, you just get more sales. And I don't know, I feel like eBay as a platform likes that you're actually using them to buy and sell, not just sell. That's just my personal belief. We've bought a lot of things the last 2 weeks, things that we needed. John's bought Legos, and that's obviously not necessarily what he needed, but shoes for back to school.
But it helped our sales.
It did help our sales because immediately after we bought something, we would sell 2 or 3 items.
Continuing that trend.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's not official, but that's always what I believe. So when we're in a sell slump, I'm always like, we gotta buy something on eBay. We need to find something that we need or want. That's not official, but that's my belief. But now we'll start.
I think it's a quinky dink.
You think so? It just happens every single time. This isn't just the only time that's happened.
It's true.
It's every single time.
We have a lot of quinky dinks.
So that's what I believe. We'll see, but we are going to start slowly getting some more listings done. I'm going to slowly start getting some more listings done. My goal is only 1 a day, which should be achievable, but we'll see. So then you mentioned people asking questions, and I just want to say we get a lot of repeat questions on items. Mostly it's what's your lowest? Even though we have best offer taken, we have it on, we tell them that we take best offer. One instance that I want to point out, and then you can talk about questions if you want, is some guy has asked the same question multiple times on an item. So I just decided to copy and paste the last response as it answered the question. So I copied and pasted the last response, and his next question or message to us said, "Bro, are you a robot?"
Okay.
I didn't even know how to respond to that. I answered your question. We ended up blocking the guy. That's typically what we do if you just ask the same question over and over again, because we don't have time for that. I don't know what he was getting at. I don't know what he was wanting. His message did make me laugh, though, but I don't know what he was getting at.
Mind you, this person had messaged us over a 6-month period asking, if not the exact same question, a very similar worded question, and we worded it different ways each time to hopefully help him out. And then by the end of it, it was just becoming ridiculous. When we have best offer turned on, we don't negotiate price through messages.
Because it doesn't lead anywhere.
That's what best offer is for. Best offer puts you into a contract, and you're required to purchase it if you make an offer. This individual, and actually a number of individuals within the last couple of weeks, for some weird reason,
we've seen it a lot.
And we've sold one of the items, and I'm going to talk about it. They just refuse to make an offer. In best offer, they just want to see. They're fishing. I mean, that's essentially it. They're fishing to see what they can get. What's your lowest, bro? Hey, dude. What's the lowest monies you'll take? Yes, monies, not money. It's just over and over and over. And in every single one of our listings, it says, please ask any question before purchase. And it will continue to say that. But
that's not really what we mean when we say that.
We're at, it's becoming ridiculous. And I think a lot of people, we've had a lot of questions here recently too, where they're not even looking at the pictures. Like, what's the measurements for the shirts? Please see pictures 3, 4, 5. They're there. Oh, didn't look. I know. That's why I told you to.
And I think that's also because some listings, some people just don't list with things. Mm-hmm. We recently bought a pair of shoes that I was just hoping that they were going to be new, like the picture, like the description said. It literally had one picture in the listing,
which was a stock photo,
and the description only said the size.
Mm-hmm.
But I got it for a really good price, and even though their listing said no returns, I know I'm covered by eBay that if it doesn't match anything, I can return it. So I bought it, and they actually were new, and they were in good. But some people don't know that, so some people are like, well, I'm gonna ask. I'm not even gonna look. I'm not gonna read. I'm just going to ask and let them do it. But we try to be very thorough in our listings to make it easier for buyers, because we try to, our goal is to be the sellers that we would want to buy from. Mm-hmm. We want to have all the information there and not just like hope for the best when we buy something, even though we've done that a couple times, because we never know if someone's going to respond to questions in a timely manner. But so we are in the Tulsa area as resellers, and Tulsa recently got a new outlet mall. It just opened. I guess they've been building it for a really long time. I didn't know they were that close to opening, but then I saw the news article, and of course I had to read the comments because they opened the same day as back to school. And when we were watching the news that night, John was talking about how they interviewed a reseller who is a Nike shoe reseller. And so I just wanted to say that we do not do purposeful retail arbitrage. We will not be going and just buying everything that's in a good deal to resell. That's just not who we are. I'm excited for the outlet malls, and I'm excited to go shop because I think it has a lot of the same stores as the Branson outlet malls, but that's for personal use. We're not really big into retail arbitrage. Do you have anything to add to that?
I mean, we'll buy like clearance.
Yes. But
even then, we usually buy it and do something different with it than just listing it immediately on eBay, because if your store has clearance items, so do the other 200 locations of that particular store.
So there's a reason behind us buying it.
So if we do, we either, whatever, we change it up a little bit.
And I'm not knocking anyone who does it. If that's how you make your money, that's cool. That just feels like work when you're doing it at that point, and it's not as fun.
It's also, it takes a lot more. I think it takes a lot more effort than just going to garage sales and thrift stores and like we do it.
Okay, that's all I have. I don't remember my last topic.
That's all you have.
Huh?
That's all you have.
That's all I have for now. I'll remember it as soon as we are done recording.
She will. And we'll turn it back on if she does, just to prove it. So we are currently shipping out what we're shipping today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 items. We do have one item that's pending payment, even though it said, if you accept this,
it's an automatic payment.
It's an automatic, but there must be something wrong with this individual's bank account or something. So first item, we sold a Fossil watch. This is, I think this is our second to last from our garage sale watch collection. It sold for
$11.29 plus shipping.
$11.29 plus shipping. We didn't test any of them. We didn't clean any of them. We just sold them as is. And we had one individual that was confused by those words, but we've had no returns yet. And I think we paid $2 or $3 a piece.
Yes.
Then we have this Lego
Red Castle Dragon Knight. It's got the horse and the skirting. It's got a knight minifigure with his weapons. That sold for $47.29 plus shipping.
That was purchased at the flea market, and then we added a dollar or so worth of extra parts to kind of complete it out and make it more valuable in the end. Yeah, epic. We're going with epic. We sold Lego Hobbit for the Xbox 360. We purchased it at a garage sale along with an NCAA 2013 before the prices dropped. And this sold for
$13.11.
Yes, and it's actually in really good shape. Then, this is probably going to be on our low lights. We sold another NES game. We sold Breakthrough for the original Nintendo, and it sold for
$9.69 plus shipping.
Ooh, that's more than our lowlights last month.
I know, so it may not make the list.
So we still have lots of individual cartridges for the Nintendo. I would say probably maybe 30, maybe 35. So they are dwindling. You know, we're well in the profit now, so we're just taking those $8 and $9 at a time. Yeah. Speaking of large collections, here's another item we purchased. This is the Nintendo Power Ruby and Sapphire.
Volume 167.
Volume 167. I believe it has a poster of The Hobbit in it.
Let me see.
Lord of the Rings?
It does.
The Hobbit.
It sold for $30.11 plus shipping because we do charge shipping on these. These are magazines. They do not qualify for media mail because they have advertisements in them. They are bagged and boarded, and we will ship them in a box. I feel like I gotta point that out.
Magazine/book box. And then the last item that we are shipping today is a funny item because we purchased it at a garage sale. We paid $5 for it and its contents, which was one singular shoe, not a pair. They lost one of the shoes. I don't know. I didn't know if the shoe would sell or the box would sell first. We actually had a lot of questions about the box.
Mostly, what's your lowest?
Bro. And I had listed it for $50 free shipping, best offer, and I kept getting people offering me very low amounts, like below shipping cost. So finally, one individual who kept asking us what's our lowest, bro, and wanting to negotiate in messages finally made it an official offer through best offer, and I accepted it. Sold it for $30. It's a Jordan box for a pair of shoes. It's empty. It's Air Jordan 11 retros, size 11. That box will be shipped out. He must have a pair or just using it for display or something. I mean, we're not getting rich off it. It's going to cost us $15 to ship the box. We got $15 minus fees.
I don't know. We could just ship it in a poly bag and hope for the best.
Probably not. I will not do that. She's joking. She's trying to be funny. But we still have the single shoe. It has washers on it. I'm looking for the right person, obviously. But yeah, that's what we're shipping today. And
that's all I have for this week.
That's all we have for this week. Not sure what Wednesday will be. I don't think I have any footage, like from garage sales and stuff. I think a couple weeks ago was our last.
Oh, I do remember what my last topic was. Speaking of garage sales will look a little differently for us this fall, as well as we get more footage. As we need to get more footage, but our son is playing football, so we will not be able to both go out on Saturday mornings for garage sales because we signed him up for the I-9 football, which is everything's done in one day on Saturdays, practice and games. So probably John will go out and go to garage sales because he's better at it than I am.
And I have really, really bad FOMO. Like super contagious.
And you would ask what I found at every single garage sale, and my memory is terrible, so I would have no idea. And
she would have a camera on, and I would be like, why did you not buy this? So it's just easier for me to go.
It is just easier for you to go. So you'll be going out solo and then coming back for the game later. But yeah, So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Kind of
Okay.
sad.
So that's all we've got. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.